Hey, good morning, everyone. I do apologize for being late. I truly do. How's everybody doing? For those who don't know, this is Rick. I am hosting our Monday webinar for live trading alerts. And let's make sure we have chart and sound. Anybody out there? Test that for me. Sure appreciate it. Hey, David. Hey, Ed, thank you very much. All right. Okay. What do you guys want to talk about? Do you have questions about charts? You want to talk about scanner? Talk about the market? Talk about anything you want to talk about. I'm here to help you. That is our whole goal for Mondays, is to help. So if there's any questions, shoot, fire away. I just noticed there was a little buying on Intel here. Well, let me ask this. Anybody out there? And this can be a very short webinar. We're talking like the next minute, or we can go for an hour. So let me ask you, are you bullish or are you bearish? Give your reasons. Give your reasons. David, you went bullish on Intel last week. Congratulations. And I can see why, by the way. Nice. Nice. Phil is bullish. All right. Give your reason, Phil, if you don't mind. Roger. Spy is bullish. Give some reasons. Yeah, give some reasons if you don't mind. Anybody else? A little bit of a long pause in the video here. Hello, Victoria. Bullish but very cautious, not convinced yet. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Hello, Mr. Rob. Bullish for watch list. Personally, I'd wait for the next pullback. Okay. All right. Here is I talked about this morning in the members room. Here's a good way to look at it. If you're just simply a chart trader, if you are anything other than that, then this may not work out for you so well. But if you're just a chart trader, I'm bullish and I'm bearish every day. It all depends what the chart is doing, or any day, I guess, depends what the chart is doing. Hello, Mara. Mara, how are you? Not that this is the chart to beat all. It's not. Everybody has their own chart. You should have your own chart. Could be this chart, by the way. Could be one very similar to it. Could be something completely different. I should probably put the SPY up here, huh? There we go. There's the SPY. So on the SPY here, yeah, we'll leave that up there. On the SPY, what I'm going to do is, I don't care about price, and I love price, okay? Let's break things down just a little bit. Price is great for some things, and some things price is not necessarily needed. For example, the trend. We don't need price to determine the trend. Two moving averages can determine the trend, and that's what I use. I use a trend indicator, and the white line is the T line, or the 8 exponential moving average. And right here would be a bullish trend, and right here would be a bearish trend. I could probably mark those. Oh, there's a bullish trend, and there's a bearish trend right there. Are we leaning in to a bullish trend? Yes, I think we are. Does that mean that this bullish trend is it going to turn out to be this long? I don't have the foggiest clue. Okay, I don't really believe anybody can actually tell you that. All we can do is follow the trend. So for this reason, I have to say that I'm bullish. Now what we can do is we can step into adding price in there, because we're going to use resistance here now. And this right here is the October highs. And for us to maintain our bullish attitude, we're going to have to keep those dots green is what we're going to have to do. If we can't successfully close over those October highs, what that tends to do is weaken the market. It weakens the attitude. And it doesn't have to do it today, by the way. It could do it tomorrow, the next day, or the next day, as long as those dots remain green. If it can't hold above those October highs, like I said, it sort of weakens the attitude of the market, and then this could start to do this. And if it does this, it's going to turn these dots, green dots, back green, just like, or back red, excuse me, like this big run down here, and that will put us more to the downside. So right now, I have to be bullish in the market based on the chart. That's what I see here. So I'm shopping for long charts. I'm looking for those long trades. I do not feel this is the bottom. Probably more because of headlines. While I condemn the headlines, while I condemn the world attitude and everybody thinking that everything is bearish, you can't not pay attention to it. I think there's more rate hikes to come, and I think that unless the Fed say something like, hey, we're going to raise, November's already done, that's going to be 75 points. If they come in and say, okay, December we're going to do 50 points, that's going to, I think, make the market shoot up like crazy. If they come in and say for the next 6 months it's nothing but 75 points, well, we are probably not going to continue our bull run here, and the market is probably going to drop dead. So that's where the world news comes into play. But until then, I'm going to simply follow the market. So on Fed Day, close to Fed Day, maybe a day or two moving up to Fed Day, I think that's a good time to maybe think about cash or getting closer to cash, unless you are just 100% convinced that market's going to tank or go up. That's the way I see it. My job as a trader is not to take risks like that. My job as a trader is to grow my account. Funny thing is, I think that's everybody else's goal as well, and I think that's everyone else's job. Sometimes we get into this let's roll the dice attitude. Some people win and some people don't. So anyway, that's probably way more than we wanted to talk about right there. So right now I'm looking at the bullish side. The 50 period moving average is, where is it? Is up here around 153. Well, I guess that, let's see, wait a minute. Something's wrong. There we go. Something's right now. 50 period moving average is up here, right where that blue line is, right in there. And I think that is the next target, just simply using moving averages. That's also where this price action resistance might be. So it just makes sense to me. Above that, then let's move up into, we're going to use price action. Well, who knows? Possibly we get to 401. Possibly there. I'm not going to bet on that just yet. Let's see, Justin, can you make a scan? Make on a 5-minute chart that would show momentum for scalping day trader? Hold time 1 minute 6. That's way over my head, Justin. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. Can Ed do that? Yes, Ed can do that. But that's nothing I can do. I avoid stuff like that like the plague. That's a disease to me, and I don't want that disease. Oh, the disease that keeps on giving right there. But you know what? Ed is taking notes, I'm sure. And after we're done here, then there's no question that Ed, maybe Ed tell me no, but I would bet that Ed will be here and he would be glad to help you with something like that. Justin, do you have the scanner downloaded? Do you currently use it? Oh, okay. I'm sure Ed would be able to help. I can't help you because that's over my head, all right? I don't, first of all, I don't look at the 5-minute chart. I don't look at anything momentum-wise on the scanner. I don't scalp. I don't day trade. And the 1 minute, even saying that when we're done, I'm going to have to go brush my teeth. There's some cuss words even I won't say, and the 1 minute is one of them. So, so I hope that helps you a little bit. But there's no doubt Ed could do that. Okay. Let's see. Phil's bullish because the 10 SMA is crossing the 20 on the daily. Yeah, it probably is here. Yeah, it probably is. 10 crossing the 20. I agree. Another thing that I look at is something like this on the scanner. I look at this little red and green box. I look at this a lot on the scanner, and 40% of the stocks I'm looking at, this is not the entire market, just stocks I'm looking at, 40% are red, 58% are green. That tells me there's momentum in the market. So that tells me the bulls are kind of pushing this market here a little bit. I have, I can look at 3 scans right here. They're all very similar, by the way, very, very similar. And I can look at the arrows in here, and I can just tell you that the bulls have the control right now. They just do, because there's more green arrows. If I saw a run of red arrows, that would tell me that the sellers have a little bit of control, maybe for this moment. You can look at the chart and then determine, is it just noise, or is it, is something to take serious? But right now, I would have to say that the bulls have that advantage right now here. So let's see. Any other questions? I mean, we could just look at charts. I'm here to help you. If you're here for some like super magic, it's probably not going to happen. Okay. Yeah, probably not going to happen. CTRA, that's bullish. Now it's a matter of how are you going to trade it. That's the question. And if that's something somebody needs help with, please let me know. Let's look at IEP. That's bullish. The question is, how are you going to trade it? I think that's the biggest question. Here, let me show you this chart right here. I think this is a great chart. This past week I had off, and I spent probably 20 some hours driving. And when I get behind a windshield, sometimes my brain, I do some of my best thinking behind a windshield. And I was thinking about this, and I came home and I made this double chart like this. something I believe in strongly is trade in the direction of the market. And right here, I'm going to call this bullish only because I use the trend indicator, and you can see price is above the trend indicator. So that right there leads me to think we're bullish. We move back below the trend indicator, then that would lead me to believe that we're bearish. So everything is going to be about those green and red dots. So I put this up here today, and this is just on there, and for me to make this call. Okay, is the market bullish? Is the market bearish? Well, based on my rules, the market is bullish. Now, for those that are completely bearish, I get it that the market is still in a downtrend. I get that. My bullishness is only a very short-term relief rally. That's it. Okay, so I'm not at all trying to say this is the bottom and away we go bulls. No. We are not there till we move up into this area, maybe up into the 420 area. But right now, this is just a relief rally. So based on that, I'm going to look at charts. So let's look at charts up here. Say, take IEP. That's bullish. How are you going to trade it? I'm going to wait for the question. I'm not going to just offer that, okay? I want to draw people out asking questions. So if you want to know, well, we can talk about that. AMD. The market is bullish. I don't feel that's bullish yet, not for a buy. So I'll wait. I'll wait for the setup. Let's look at J here. Look at J. Is J bullish or bearish? I'm going to have to say bullish because we have this low bullish piercing candle. Let me draw this out. We rally up. We've got a higher low. We have another bullish engulf right in there, and we're still holding. We're above the T line. The green dots are still red outside of this little one right in here. And on any other time, any other time when maybe the headlines aren't so ugly, this would be a chart most everybody would be tripping over. Maybe not buying it today, but certainly putting it on your watch list right here. We've broken that downtrend, and we're giving that setup right in there. It's a 3/8 trap. Perfect, and the market is bullish. So what else have we got here? DX, I looked at this one earlier, CM. DXCM, there we go. So the market meets our bullish qualifications. Does this chart meet your bullish qualifications? The fact that our trend indicator is green, the fact we're up over the T line today, the fact that we're over yet Friday's candle, that makes it bullish. And by the way, all those 4 scans I just put out there, that's the only ones I'm looking at here. So I may pop up to another couple scans, but it's all coming from the scanner. Justin, can you go over any one of the 19 pre-configured alerts? Sure. Let's do this. Let's you pick one, Justin. You pick one. And for those that don't know what Justin is talking about, if you have the scanner and you didn't know they were there, you want to go to the main application window, and then where it says pre-configured alerts, that little caret, little drop down, just click on that, and you have a list of them here. Okay, so you want to look at that first one. So all you have to do is left click on it, and it sets it up for you. And then I'm going to title it Justin. I'm not going to keep this, okay? So I'm just going to put your name in it. What you will have to do is pick a watch list. That you will have to do. Now, I'm going to show you the watch list that I like. Okay, this is what I use most of the time, and that's all U.S. ticker symbols. So I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to come over here and take the S&P 500 off. I'm going to control and left click, and now this is what I'm looking at. Now this by itself will put up a lot of garbage, because this is all stocks that LTA covers. LPA is not a stock picker for you. LTA is not a stock picker for you. It's made for people to decide what they want. Yeah, 4,300 stocks. So I'm going to drill that down a little bit. And one of the things I like to do, especially over the years, there's a few things I've learned, and I really think, especially new traders, struggling traders, especially those two scenarios, you want to stay with some quality. All right, quality doesn't necessarily mean expensive, but you want to stay with quality. And one of the ways to get that is come down here on the plus sign, left click, and just type cap. This is one way to do it. And user define top market capitalized by percent is what it is. So I'm going to left click, and then I'm going to come over here to this scan parameters and parameters, and it comes out of the box set at 20. So what this means is we're going to look all our scans here, and we'll go over everything here. But what we're going to do now is we're going to make these scans look at only the top 20% of the market. Okay? That creates a little quality in there. I don't care if there's a stock, trading 500 shares and, some big volume pop today. I'm not interested in that kind of trading. I want some steady, and this will help with that. There's one other scan that I really, really, really like, and a lot of times this scan right here will cover it, but just in case, let's do it. I'm going to, again, go back into the plus sign here, and out of all these scans, just start typing volume. VOL is all you have to type. And then I'm going to go down to minimum recent volume. I think this is important because this will also help with quality. And if anyone was watching, let me delete this. All right, delete that. Notice how, in fact, I'm sorry. Let me do this again. Just taking this all LTA symbols, approximately 4,300, and using this scan, there's 99 possibilities. All right. Now, let me go type cap in here again for capitalization. And it comes out of the box at 20. I'm going to leave it there. Notice we went from 99 to 15. Wow. That's amazing. And that's what you want. I know you've all have seen this before. I'm gonna make you look at it again, though. Sorry. The whole scanner is set up to do something like this. A funnel, okay? The whole scanner is set up for that. And we just dumped in, what was it, 99 stocks. We just put into here. We just dumped them in. And then what we did is through this filter area, we have now got it down to 15. Because we don't want to see every Tom, Dick, and Harry that flows through there. First of all, one of the biggest things is that we hear all the time is, how do I know which one to buy? How do I know? Well, you look for things, price action, the right volume, maybe the chart setup, the chart pattern, lots of things, right? Well, we're doing it right here. We just did it for you without looking. Automatic. It's pretty cool. Okay. So now I'm going to add, notice there's 15 there. Now I'm going to add that volume scan. And what this does is this creates a good standard volume. Now it comes out of the box at 250,000 shares traded over 50 days. I'm just going to leave this one here. And what this means is for each 50 days, 250,000 shares are traded, which means what we did is we took even more what I'm going to call junk out of the picture. Now, they may not be junk, okay? It's just, to me, they are. It's just a way for me to say, look, I want to trade what I feel is the best quality out there. So I'm not going to draw our funnel again, okay? But you can see now we went from 99 to 7 based on our scan here. Now I'm going to come over here, down here at the bottom, and normally I keep mine at the 15 or daily plus, and that just means you get pre-market and post-market stuff. I'm going to, for this exercise, I'm going to go to the 15-minute chart, and what that's going to do is just give us a few alerts based on a 15-minute chart. Nothing up here is going to change because we are looking here everything at the daily. So we're going to get the excuse me, the fast trend daily, the trap, the vol stop, the white candle, the market cap. All this is going to be based on the daily. We're just going to be looking for a new day high, and I just check this low, or a new day low on the 15-minute chart. All right, let's create this window. And I'm going to close this, and I'm going to bring this window over here, and I'm going to make it stay on top. So that was pretty quick. That was good. So now what I'm going to do is, this has a vol stop on it, doesn't it? So you're going to want to know about that. So I'm going to come over here and we'll use this, I guess. So let's take a look at MMC. And by the way, for those that didn't know, you can just double click on the scan here. For many programs, I'm not saying your charting program, I'm not saying that works. I'm just saying many programs. I'll leave it to Ed to tell you what programs it works with. But you can just double click on this and they'll pop up. So let's go through here a little bit now that we've got some coming through. What the fast trend is, it's just what it says here. The 3 EMA high is greater than the 8, and the 8 is greater than the 17. So that's part of the filtering system. Trap this candle, that means this candle, today's candle, is set up in a 3/8 trap. And it's set up on the high. If you don't want the high, you can just click on it and change it to close if you want, or whatever you want. I like the high, so that's where I'm going to leave it. The volatility stop says that you're above the volatility stop, and it comes out of the box 4%. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, you were within 4% above the volatility stop. White candle means today's candle has to be white or green on the daily chart. And then we already went over the market cap and the volume here, okay? So I'm just going to cancel this. Oh, there you go. Ed just put out the chart. Thanks, Ed. That's good information to know. I didn't know the full list. TC2000, Thinkorswim, TradingView, stock charts, bar charts, web Weeple. I didn't know that. Cool. Motive Wave, interactive brokers. You can come over here and on the watch list, just click it and it will change the chart. That's kind of cool. I didn't know there were so many. All right. So what this is doing is everything we just asked it to do, Justin. I hope that makes sense. Now it's a matter of, deciding how you want to trade these charts. Now, I look at this chart, and I'm not going to lie to you. I despise this chart, okay? I absolutely despise it. And first of all, I think the volatility stop is a really cool tool, and I think it's excellent. But to look at this chart makes me want to just scream. So I'm not going to look at this chart. I'm going to look at this chart. Because I know the scanner doesn't lie to me. I know that. So now I look at Shell. The chart looks better to me because it's cleaner in my view, okay? And I know the volatility stop is there because we have it in the scanner. I don't need to see it on a chart. For that matter, you can just look at a completely naked chart if you wanted to. But what we've asked is for the T-line or the 3 to be above the T-line, which it is, and the T-line to be above the trend indicator, which it is. Let me come in here and be sure I get everything. A trap, which it is. We're above the V-stop, which it is. It's a white candle, which it is. And then you can go prove it if you want, but that's one of the top, it's in the top 20% of the market cap. Volume is over the past 5 days or 50 days has been 25,000 shares each day. So that filter is there. It's all working for you. Now it's a matter of you deciding, do you want to trade this chart? The scanner does not pick charts out. There's not a big flashing button that comes up and says, buy Campbell soup. That's the scanner does not do that. That's not what it's for. The scanner is to filter charts down to what your ideal chart is. And then you have to go look at the chart and decide, well, do you want to buy Campbell soup? You've got to make those decisions. This is a top here. Do you want to trade below that a top, above that top? You can, in this chart, you can clearly see you've got a bullish W pattern. Does that make that a trade for you? This is a 3/8 trap. Does that make that a trade for you? So you see what the scanner does? Anyway, I hope that made sense. I better wait for any questions on this. So is that helpful, Justin? Cool. Now, I think a lot of people don't know this, that this is up there, main application, that this pre-configured alerts is up there. I don't think a lot of people know this, but it is a great starting point. It is a fantastic starting point. I don't use these. I mean, I use variation of these. For instance, I don't use the V-stop. That doesn't mean I don't like it. It just means I don't use it. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. I designed my own scans, and they're not a secret. They're for anybody. Completely designed my own scans just because I have maybe a different way of looking at things. Doesn't mean it's right, doesn't mean it's wrong, doesn't mean it's good, or doesn't mean it's bad. Okay, so let's take a look at ZM here. See, take ZM. This is coming up on this, what I call a simple trap. And we can go look at the insides. Like I said, I don't, it's not that, there's nothing secret. I just like to design my own, okay? Here's a, well, I better go look. I don't know exactly what's in here. Oh, wow. That's a big scan, isn't it? All U.S. LTA, market cap, 20%, and a trap this candle. How tough is that? Now, the downside is that there's 249 stocks that fit that criteria. That is a downside because that's a lot of charts. But I choose to have that in there. And I have my reasons, because I can put this one up here, and this is virtually the same thing. It's just a little tighter. Now I've added a trend in here. So market cap, a trap this candle, and now I want a trend. So for me, if it turns out, and see, this has 16. Well, if I'm not getting enough alerts over here, this one will give me more alerts. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so so it's virtually the same one, just tweaked a little different, maybe for market conditions. This is basically my simple trap setup that I like. Another one is the pinball setup, which I believe, darn it, I didn't mean to do that. Make sure this stays on top. I believe the pinball setup is there. Pinball, 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 pinball. Huh, maybe it's not in here. That's okay. That's not a problem. Because all you have to do is click on that plus sign and type in pinball. And there's 2 pinball setups. Now, again, I do my own thing. Okay, I know that. I just do my own thing. This is either one of these pinball setup. Chuck is a user of the scanner, and he had created his own pinball setup. So you can choose either one, or you can choose to use both of them. Just make sure that the OR is checked over here, and it will come up. My pinball setup, a little different. Not that much. I mean, the relationship, I've created my own pinball setup, less than the 50 rather than the 34. This is a modified pinball. Modified is the title of it. Rather than the 34 EMA, it's the 50 simple. And then here is above the 8, which is one of the things in the pinball setup. There's my minimum recent volume, 250, 500. I want to spread my moving averages out, which is already in the canned pinball. Okay, it's already in the canned pinball. So that's already done for you. I'm spreading out the 50 and the 8 by 10%, and I want a white candle. Yesterday is what I want, a white candle yesterday. So it's just it's a modified version of the pinball setup. You could easily do the same thing. Let's go take a look at some of these. Let's look at NWL, it just popped up. Most people could stop right there. Right there. There's the trade for you. I mean, for some people, that's the trade. I know it has earnings, so no one needs to tell me on that. I can go through these And if you're looking for a specific design in a chart, that's what this does. Remember the funnel. It kicks them. It takes those. What was it, Justin? You said 4,300. I couldn't have told you that, by the way. I would have said near 5,000. It funnels everything down to what is it you want. And, don't be afraid of 190 symbols necessarily. We can tighten that up really easy. I'm only going to look at these right from the top because this is something that I'm very proud of with the scanner. Whenever I do webinars, I do a lot of webinars, kind of a conference type webinars live during the day, and I kid you not, I'm very proud of the fact that I can do my webinars live, literally live. I don't clip charts, although there is a couple webinars coming up that I am going to clip charts on. I can go through the PowerPoint slides, I can talk about whatever I want to talk about, and then when it comes time to look at charts, I literally go live. And that's because I don't have to cherry pick charts. I really, really don't. And that is because of the scanner. It's not because of me, it's because of the scanner is what it is. This is a modified pinball setup. This is a legit pinball setup as well, but it's a modified pinball setup for me. Let's look at RXT here. RXT. They're just perfection. So, anyway, I hope that makes sense. Okay. Now you as a trader, you've got to decide what is it you're buying and what is it you're not buying. And as long as you know that, then you can trade. So anyway, I probably just keep jabbering on here. Any questions? Any questions at all? I want to go look at this TDOC I saw come up. Needs to be a little bit more for me. All right, no questions. Okay. So let's see. Let's take a look at Walmart. I bought some Walmart here. We alerted it back here, and it was because the scanner was giving me a type of a setup that I look for in here, and also because I love Walmart. We bought some Walmart, alerted it out there on the app. I closed half of it today, and I will be closing the second half today. No questions asked. I'll be out of it. Currently up 49.45%, so that's enough money. I'll take that. Thank you, Scanner, for pointing that out. Dash was another one for a short, setting up in a short trap up here. Dash setting up pretty nice. Anyway, anybody, anything? All right, we'll let it kind of, I'll just flip through some charts, let it go for a moment or two, and then we'll call it a day. Hope this was helpful. Hope anyone has, if you have questions for Ed, how to set up your scan, like Justin there, your scan. That just, literally, that's just over my head, doing that kind of stuff. Mine's pretty, my type of trading is pretty simple. Hey, this Spotify, this looks kind of nice here. I got to admit. So Spotify coming up on the modified pinball setup. And the modified, let's, what is it, 98, there we go. this is the 50 period moving average right here. So the trade is right there. So if you're comfortable with approximately 12%, then that might be a trade. So now what we're going to do is, you've got to have other reasons. You really, really do. You can't just, you can't prove, you just can't trade because the scanner pops up with something. So I want to come over here and, I've learned as a trader that the inverted head and shoulders can be a nice reversal pattern. I've learned that. So I combine this with the fact we've got a low, high, and a higher low. And then I combine that with a doji bullish engulf here. And then I combine that with, we came down and tested those lows and really kind of jamming pretty nice right here so far today. I'm seeing a possible, 12% trade on this. And if we can tighten this up here a little bit, maybe. That's maybe what I would do there. So, I mean, it wouldn't be 12% if you bought it right now and closed it right there. That's, there we go. That's only 8, maybe 9%, but from the bottom here, so that would be 12%. And earnings on the 25th. Everything has earnings right now, so thanks, Al. Let's see, Justin, is it okay, Rick? 99.9% of people don't day trade. Sometimes I think it's the hardest job on earth. Yeah, day trading. Look, I've got my own opinion about day trading, okay? You might not like it. Most people don't make money on day trading. They really don't. And day trading is, and I'm going to share my thoughts because I can't stand it that I won't. That would drive me crazy. So you might not like my thoughts, but I'm going to share them anyway. Day trading, I think you have to have a wheelbarrow full of money. Okay. People with $5,000 accounts that day trade don't. You're not doing a good thing here. Okay, because if you think you're going to day trade for $10, for $20, you're not going to make it in trading. It's not going to work out for you. It really is not. And that's what a lot of people fail to understand. They have trouble with swing trading, so what they do is they go backwards into faster time frame because the market is choppy, and rather than really realizing what the problem is, they shorten their time frame because they think they have to trade these fast charts for an intraday trade. And if you have a small account, you're only putting peanuts into the position anyway. And if you think you're going to make money on making $5, $10, $15, you're not. Day trading, the people that make big money, good money in day trading, they trade with a buttload of money. And that's how they do it because they're only trading for 0.5% or 1%. And when you think about it, 1% is insanely small. And your losses, I guarantee it, what will happen to 99.99% of all traders is you will win a few and you're going to lose a crap ton. And you're gonna eat like a bird, you're gonna poop like an elephant, and you're gonna do this all day long until you run out of money. So there's my thoughts on day trading. If you have a buttload of money and you can put big money into day trading, then you could probably do okay as long as you truly day trade. But now you know my honest opinion about day trading. So why would you want to day trade when you can come in here and trade charts like Walmart? One contract, because that's all I have left. One contract, I'm up 49.66% or $550. Not a soul on earth is going to day trade for peanut money for $550. So anyway, there you go. Now you know. Now you know what I feel about day trading. Any other questions? Thanks, Al. I am, Justin. Thank you for understanding. I am brutally honest, maybe to the point of not business smart, but I am brutally honest, and I see this all the time. I coach people all the time, and they've gone from, well, I can't make money swing trading. MRO was one that we closed out today too, because we had good money in that swing. And, they can't make money swing trading, and they don't stop and think, why aren't they making money swing trading? And the answer in this current market is the market is unstable. The market is choppy. The market is you've got to be very, very picky in this market. You really do. So what they do is they start backing down to faster time frames, but yet they still don't have this concept of trading, and they just end up losing money faster. Is all they do. They end up doing. So and then there's the whole size, about a day trading position. If you buy a little bit of MRO as an example, or here's a cheapie right here. Let's take this. If you buy this on a swing trade, look what you can make. I mean, this is what I see up here, 23%. Even if you made half that, that is an insane great trade. Day traders will pick this to death. And how on earth do you day trade that? You get up here and it comes down. It's going to freak you out, is what it's going to do. You're going to, and then for the 1 minute chart, I swear I'm going to have to go brush my teeth after this. How on earth do you trade that? But, people do. So anyway, this turned into a day trading bashing. Don't mean it to be. Okay. All right. So anyway, hey, this is a nice chart, by the way, for those looking for and like pinball type setups. Back when I created the pinball setup, this is how I made my money on charts like this, $1.64 charts. Mostly traded under $15 charts, but this was it right here. And man, this is nice. This is a good setup here. Let's look at 8, EGHT. 8's another nice one. Low, high, higher, low. Now, on a pinball setup, and then I have to go here unless there's any other questions. On a pinball setup, this is not the buy, just so you know. This is not the buy. The buy is really, originally, not really, but originally, the buy was tomorrow. This has to close over the T-line, and now you're looking for an inside day. That was the buy. Uh-oh, Meta coming up. Get Meta coming up. I'm going to get rid of all that. Meta's coming right in there for that pinball setup. Low, high, higher, low. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. All righty. We'll wait a few seconds here, unless there's any last-minute questions. I would urge, for those that do not have the scanner, to give it a try. It's free for 14 days. Ed has a link, or somebody has a link here. I don't have a link. For those that have the scanner, you're doing yourself a disjustice if you don't ask questions about the scanner, okay? There goes our Spotify again. That's a nice chart. I like that one. So anyway, for those that have the scanner, use it, open it. If you don't understand it, ask questions. If you don't understand the scan you're looking at, ask questions. And you don't need a lot of scans. I mean, this one setup right here, I mean, come on. We looked at Meta, we looked at Spotify. Let's look at SCS. Look at these. I mean, if you're into this type of chart pattern, okay. Like I said, I do webinars live because I can, because of the scanner, not because of me. Because the scanner gives me the tool and the confidence that I can be in front of 500 people on a webinar that I'm just a guest at, and I can look at live charts, and there we go. It's doing exactly what I want it to do. Exactly. So that's some confidence right there. All right. You guys all take care. Thank you very much, okay? Try it out, 14 days. Don't forget to ask questions. And we can work together privately if you want to set windows up. We can do that. So Ed even did something here, and then I really have to go. Ed did something here a couple of weeks ago, is he made it so that say you want this pinball setup and you're a scanner user, I can send this to you and you don't have to go through the pain and agony of setting it up. You can just have it, and I can send it right to you. Anyway, it's a cool thing that Ed set up for us on the scanner. So you guys have a great day. Enjoy your trading today. I hope you all have a wonderful week and good trading, okay? We'll see everybody on the other side. Take care, and thank you very, very much for being here.